Yeah, we face the same struggles a different day, so. We have to love ourselves. Family is very valuable. No, Suge, in all of this, I don't want you to think that, you don't matter. You do know. You do. Now, they've been using this case in the public for my daughter, Shania, Michelle, here. They're targeting me for something that is not true. So let me explain the psychological. Yeah, this would be severe for anybody. So today, family, I'm going to discuss this with you. I can't really explain this case to you, so do not expect that. I did not go to court for this case. I do not know what happened in this case. Everything that was done in this case was done with the good, decent, upstanding, caring, and loving people, so I have no clue. So I cannot tell you. So, family, let me explain facts of this case that I do understand. What I do understand is that this case right here was resolved in less than 30 days with the trial and the witness. I know nothing about it, did not go to court for it, and this is a charge that I was charged with, which you can see on the criminal charges. Never went to court or anything. On 4/6/2002, I was registered with the Commonwealth of Virginia State Police. Never went to court because, as you can see, that is when they brought this case up. It's 4/6/2002. Thank you, 5. 1? Okay. Will you go find
Yes, I gave them like 5. That's a good point.
So, the court-appointed attorney, Robert King, did not give me any information, did not tell me anything. He basically lied to assist the government, so I don't know what happened there. Although I never went to court and it was resolved with a trial and witness that did not involve me. This case was then converted to this case, which is all one case. It's not two separate cases. So if there was an abduction and there's a trial with a witness saying there was no abduction, then there could be no abduction with no one in the case, because I don't know what Leonte Carroll and Mishundi Ellison said, or why they assisted the government. That I don't know. I did not have but 3 times I stepped into the courtroom. That was for a preliminary hearing the day after the arrest. That was for the alpha plea at the end of that year, and for sentencing. Now, whatever these dates that are on here and the things that were done, I was not involved in any of these court dates. I know nothing about any of this. As you can see, I was not involved in any of those dates on any of this. So this is at the age of 19. When the Commonwealth of Virginia set this case up with our street drug dealer gang people, I was incarcerated for 5 years, as you can see. These are just the facts on the case. So I was released 4/6 of 2007. That's me and my daughter, and I'm talking to Betty Betts. Was in school within a couple months, and then violated for a polygraph test for the 2002 case. Incarcerated August 21st of 2007 through November 19th of 2009. No criminal charges, a violation for a polygraph for that case. 2009 when I was released. This picture here is my birthday. That's my cousin Suge. My sisters. So 2009, I returned 12/19/2009. I have an emergency meeting with Penn Elementary for my daughter for not being dressed properly. Her private parts were showing, her clothes were too small. Behavioral problems and walking out. This meeting involved Prince William County, CPS, DSS, and the school administration. My daughter was in the 5th grade on the 2nd grade educational level. By August of 2010, I was homeless at this time, living in Prince William County, taking care of my daughter. The picture here is her living in my parents' home with her aunt, Tania Carroll. So I start working full-time, and within a few months of working, after I filed sexual harassment against the employer, he began to target me using the 2002 case as a predator case for my daughter. These are the family issues. Lady, myself, Woo, or Girly, even my brothers don't discuss you. When I talk to any of my family members, you are not a topic. We are not bothering you. So please just forget me and my sister's names, please. Don't speak of or about us. You don't have to like us, but it's ridiculous that you walk around talking bad about us with this fabricated mess you created day one. The hate is your heart is so strong. I never understood it, but I accepted long ago, still spoke and was cordial. Reality is, lady, we have done nothing to you, and I wish you the best. There is love from me, but there's no hate either. Oh, I think she said, there's no love from me, but there's no hate either. Just want my name to never leave your mouth again. Pretend we don't exist. Uh, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because of the dysfunctional norms and psychological trauma that's used. So what happened in this situation is the family's involvement with the family friends who are actually informants. So what they do is create issues with the relatives, and this is the relatives responding to the issues created with the official street friends. And these are the family issues that led to the government issues through the streets. So if you can see right here, when I started to respond, I said, Muffin, baby girl, I'm about my business, and this legal thing is real. You take your life as a joke. When I have been involved in, when have I been involved in any drama in any of your lives? Anyone? Please don't come with the drama you bring to me about a dude I deal with, or something about one of the kids. So as you can see, I shoot straight. I've always been honest. So when they were creating these issues at this time, what had happened was my sister Girlie in the nightlife. So when I was helping her to build her company, this was becoming a thing with the children dancing on the poles and having stripper parties inside the homes, where the children were like in the house, or in another room or another part of the house with men and women doing the grown-up things or whatever. It was just too severe. So me being who I am, and the people in DC that I deal with every day will tell you the same thing. When it's something I don't agree with, I will speak on it. So I had, I was like, no, I don't agree. If y'all want to party and do the things that you do, send the kids to me. I'll take care of my nieces and nephews. That's not a problem. And y'all can do your thing. No issues there. No issues there. So when I had actually tapped out. But when I had actually said something to them about it, because they had something going on in their home where they had the children dancing on a pole, and it was just supposed to be like for a fun thing, nothing serious or anything like that. So I was upset about it because my daughter was the oldest child, which was a poor reflection on her, and that it's just not good for any kids. So I told them I didn't agree. I think it's tacky and wrong, and children shouldn't be involved in any adult stuff. So that was our little, that's what I said, and they were upset because I was upset about my daughter and my nieces and nephews being involved or around it. And that was the talking about them to people thing. So these are our family friends, our real street DMV people, our real gang people, setting us up through the relatives so that they would assist the government in the things that you have seen done over the last so many years. So at this time, while this is going on with the relatives, I'm also dealing with the employer who's targeting me as a predator. And while I'm dealing with the employer who's targeting me as a predator, this is how the relatives, this is my sister Tanir working in the background. So this is posted on Facebook concerning my daughter, and this is posted on Facebook concerning my daughter. So this is the fallout. This is the family issue, that I'm not okay with these images at all. I don't care if they weren't posted on social media. I'm just not okay with how that looks and what it's saying. It's just too much, and it's not, when it comes to that type of thing, as a parent, I'm more responsible than that. So if you're not with me where I can monitor and be responsible about the things you're doing, then, especially with social media, stuff like that, then that shouldn't be going on. And because my daughter stayed in my parents' home does not mean that allows the relatives to misguide or abuse the child. So that was the fallout. So I'm filing on the employer for targeting me using the 2002 case as a predator case concerning my daughter Shania, and all of this is happening at the same time in the community. So 2 months after I filed against the employer concerning the targeting me as a predator and sexual harassment, 2 months later, Carlin Garcia and Leland Meadows set up a drug indictment. And although there was no drugs, just paraphernalia, I still got a felony 2 charge. So I'm not joking about real street and gang people at all. I'm not really too sure what they would be upset about, besides me explaining and fighting for my human rights. So that's a whole nother thing. Let me get through this so you can have a clear understanding. So they set up a drug indictment. After the drug indictment at the end of the year, this is when all of the heat kicks up with Andre Hines. Me and him fall out, and I kick his car. So I had the money to pay for it, but he didn't want the money. He wanted to file charges with the police. And that's what he did. So he told me that the case was dropped. I never got any court case or anything, but they did have some kind of court case and everything without me in Prince William County. This is a normal thing without real street people. So 11/10 of 2011, 2 things happened on the same day. The federal drug investigation begins, and the settlement from the employer for targeting me happens at the same time. And this is November 10th of 2011. Now, on March 12th of 2012, Demetrius Perkins get a drug indictment. He has moved on with the new baby mother, and him and Tania Carroll are having some kind of fallout, which in turn ends up on social media with her posting his drug indictment. So while the baby mother, her friends and affiliates are going back and forth with my sister because they had gotten into a couple fights where they done jumped her and these types of things, all of this is going on. I actually go on social media and start talking to my sister, and if they ever Facebook ever shows you the things that are on social media, you would be really shocked. You would be severely shocked at what is on, what Facebook covers up and hides to assist in these crimes on a major level, and Google as well. So based on his drug indictment, he files in Prince William County Court saying his son is in danger of me, a predator. Now I showed you that case that involves another adult and it's not a predator case at all, but this is what's going on. This is how they create a false history. So at the time I'm pregnant with my son. Now I need you to pay attention. This happens 2 months prior to me having my son with the federal investigation. The federal investigation began while I was already 3 months pregnant. So there's no street contact, no affiliation with moving around with people, none of this. That did not matter for a federal judge to allow the federal investigation or indictment based on no kind of issues whatsoever concerning any drugs or even looking like I'm involved in any of that. So I have my son on May the 13th of 2012, and we move out of this residence in July, and I relocate in another part of Lake Ridge with my baby brother and his wife, where I rent the basement, and my daughter has a room upstairs in their house. We don't have any company, no traffic, no nothing going on, but they still were able, again, federal drug indictment, no drugs involved. And the federal drug indictment becomes a failure to register charge, where Fairfax news places Woodbridge woman, not mother, Woodbridge woman failed to register sex offender. So while they're doing this, Woodbridge woman says, you see me with, this is my son and daughter living with me. And my daughter had been with me since I had been released. Okay? So, 10/20, so they end up incarcerating me for a year. And this is my sister's post on that same morning while the feds incarcerated me, telling everybody, welcome to the nightlife concerning my daughter. So I'm released on 10/26/2013. I traveled back to Prince William County, Virginia by myself from the feds. No kind of escort, nothing, no, interstate packet, so they have to move me. None of these things go on. I just do it on my own. I get back to Virginia on 10/30/2013. The state police arrest me for FTA, failure to appear, which is not so because this has already been taken care of in Prince William County courts. This is the federal government misuse of their power and authority in my life concerning their real street people and drug dealers. So, this is March of 2014, and the reason why this is closing here, because this is supposed to be during the time that I was supposed to have. Now, on January 5th of 2014, my mother gave me her phone all upset about my daughter soliciting on her phone. And once she gives me the phone, I see the pictures. My mother don't know how to delete them. I delete them from Google, off her Google Photos, and punish my daughter and tell her she cannot have any phones. I report this to the federal and state authorities, and federal probation officer Barry Raymond on February 19th of 2019 violates me. So I will share this with you so you can see I'm totally involved with all of these different agencies and people, and everyone's telling me how wonderful I'm doing, and keep up the good work. I'm involved in doing all the right things, and while I'm doing all the right things, this is just to show you when the state police arrested me, Prince William County courts moved Demetrius Perkins to my courtroom with the feds on the drug indictment, which was from Leland and Carlin Garcia, 3/28/2011. That's Demetrius Perkins and our real street people fitting in that with the feds. So again, I already gave you these dates with my daughter when he violated me. Failure to certify consistent drug and mental health treatment. And I'm doing everything. I'm a full-time college student. I'm getting involved with volunteering. I'm getting my kids back on track. I'm doing everything right. Not having any issues or nothing. This is all to assist in the soliciting and molesting of my daughter. Ain't nothing like the American dream. So it's best to show you so, because people play a lot. And when they're playing like this, because my son is being sexually abused now, it's not like this is something that's happening to him. No, this is happening to him now based on these things. So you see me in touch with the agencies. No. No. Yes. Singles, yeah. So this is me in touch with the agencies. Great to chat with you today. We are very encouraged by all you are doing to help yourself and hope that you will keep up the good work. Nick and Bree are both copied on this email. Should you need to contact them, please send us any documentation you can before our April 1st meeting. Please let us know if you need to reschedule. I'm in direct contact with them. Okay? about everything. So this is not a situation where they're unaware of what's happening. That's not at all. Federal, state, local agents, you're welcome. Concerning my daughter, this is before she runs away. So then 4/17/2014, we're back to family issues again. And these severe family issues with Leontay Carrollton, Andre Hines, Christopher Stanley, and Julius Ling. Now, my brother Leontay goes to my parents' house and start getting involved in my mother and her husband's business about whatever is going on with them. And while they're doing whatever, my mom gets upset, comes to use my phone, call my father, tell my father about whatever they was doing. Of course, my father takes my mother's side. Anybody on this earth with any kind of integrity will tell you nothing else ever happened. My mother stays up there at my address, which is 7 houses up from her address, waiting for the kids. She goes, picks the kids up. She brings the kids up, let them play. And I guess on some kind of conversation she had with my niece walking back down to her house, she must have told my niece something about not watching them or whatever. So this entails, because she told my niece that she wouldn't be watching them anymore. This meant that my sister had to call and text me about Andre Hines and my son, and this is one of the family issues. So then the following month, Shania runs away to the family, and on May the 12th, they give my father full custody of her. On June 3rd of 2014, I reach out to CPS and file against my father. My daughter wasn't going to school. She was into crimes, different things. I was hearing in the streets about her soliciting and being trafficked. So Valerie Winhold gets in touch with my father and my sisters and decide that my daughter is best being trafficked and not going to school. That's what's best for the child, showing her how well she was doing with me. This is the reason they separated the child. So Pops passed away, and this is the residence that we live in, and I graduate with my associate's degree. Then we deal with the eviction. So then we go, we get towards the end of the year, and Shania gets injured skipping school, where she has to be in the hospital for 3 days and get a outpatient surgery on her vagina. Again, Prince William County Police, CPS, and DSS is involved, and all of this is okay. So the year flips over, and I'm violated a second time. This violation is basically the same exact thing that makes no sense. I haven't done anything wrong, not in any trouble, nothing. Done nothing wrong. He's just violating me for being I graduate, going to my bachelor's degree, a full-time college student. At this point, I'm going, I haven't even been home a good year yet, and I'm already about to start volunteering and working in the community. I'm like doing a lot really, really fast. So my mother passes away, and then the eviction in the residence that we're living in. So me and my son end up back in the street. This is Prince William County keeping us homeless. They're denying us home housing and all of this other crap to ensure that we stay homeless. So 6/3/2015, somehow my daughter is living with Rhonda Brundage, a Prince William County DSS worker. And while she's living with this Prince William County DSS worker, they're claiming that Shania ran away the year before because she was sexually abused by me in March of 2014. Now, what I'm doing here is showing you how the relatives and our real DMV street people and businesses and corporations and good, decent, upstanding, God-fearing people through the communities work together to create backgrounds and do the wrong things to children, and it's acceptable. So now they're claiming the social worker couldn't keep her in the home, and now it's my fault because they done took all of my rights from my child. Now I'm on a neglect case with no they didn't remove my rights through the courts, Prince William County CPS and DSS. Now I'm on a case based on the fact that they removed my parental rights to target my daughter. So now, in their case, I was supposedly had sexually abused Shania. Now, I didn't sexually abuse Shania when she was 9, when I took her from my parents, and she was staying with me 9, 10, 11, and 12. No. When I wasn't on probation, state or feds. No, that wouldn't have been right. No. When I lived in a place by myself and it was just us, no, that wouldn't have been right. No. I wanted to wait until they locked me up for an entire year for nothing at all, and then why on state and federal probation. Then, while being a full-time college student, fighting, probation violation and everything, after the probation officer violates me, after he violates me, while I'm fighting a violation, I decide to just all of a sudden molest my daughter. Just randomly. Just like that. Dr. Uchella in Woodbridge, Virginia will have the records to show that I reported the sexual abuse of Shania in 2010. And every time I would return from incarceration, I would report what was going on. My children had one physician that was with them, with my son all of his life until we came here, and with my daughter from 2010 on, until she was given custody till custody of her was given to my parents. My father, Timothy Armstead, my mother had passed away. So after the courts gave him custody, full physical custody of my daughter, then they charged me based on me fighting them about what was happening to the child. So, and this is them wanting to help. This is them wanting to help our family and children. So they didn't really mean any harm. They were just trying to help. So 2/11 of 2017, I'm evicted from my father's home. 8/30 of 2017, we registered my son in school. The next day, Valerie Winhold and the police removed my son from a day in school to investigate him. Age 5, did not contact anyone. By 10/12 of 2017, they removed us from the housing waiting list and unenrolled my son from school. Timothy Armstead, Taisha Carroll, and Tania Carroll were all sending messages like this. A lot was going on with the family and issues that were totally with the family and the family, friends, and community. So at this time, once this started happening, 12/1 of 2016, they denied my son medical treatment, and at the same time, 12/1 of 2016, Social Security Administration began to decrease my Social Security from $735 to $656 a month, claiming I owed them $999. Now, after decreasing it from to $656 a month for 2 years, they also took an entire check on July the 1st of 2018 while we were in the family shelter in D.C. for $656. And this still was not enough to cover the $999. So they had to go on a whole nother year until after my son was removed. So this is the this is what they used in D.C. Superior Courts as medical neglect for my son, them denying him medical insurance. And yes, I filed all of this. That did not matter. Even filed about his education 11/21/2017. Tried to get legal services and everything. As you can see here, I filed with Posse for my baby. So this is why we were here. So search modes again. So DC DHS denied family medical, financial, and SNAP benefits. Benefits while homeless and shelter 4/1/2018 through 10/1/2019. They kept cutting them off to financially keep us in a hardship, while they used SSI to deny my son benefits and to decrease mine to force a financial hardship. All of this is done. My financial through. You can see it in my financial records and everything. DC Washington Legal Clinic then stepped in and started assisting DC Council and targeting my son. So after they denied us, after we were relocated by Virginia, I'm sorry to skip that. Let me help you. So after they did all of these things, denied my son, unenrolled him from school, they we were staying in a hotel in Virginia. They then decided that that they would relocate us to the Commonwealth. And they will block these things out. Yes, that's my babies while they're with me. That's Naya when she was living with me prior to the federal incarceration, while we were living in our own home. And as you can see, Shania was very happy. That's her 12th birthday. She wasn't being sexually abused. You see the stress in my face. See, Naya, she was on a retreat. She wasn't being abused or mistreated or any of that. She was very happy. This is these pictures are of me and my children everyday life. This is our everyday life. And yes, this is when I got Shania back after I was incarcerated the second time. So Shania had been with me since the age of 9. This is us in our own home. No one was living with us. And Shania was not being abused. As you can see, she was very happy. Naya would leave her room, her bedroom, and she came in the living room to go to sleep with me and the baby on the couch while I'm at my desk, which is on the other wall, doing my schoolwork because I'm a full-time college student. So they look like they got a lot going on out here tonight. Y'all see all of that craziness? Look like a lot going on down there. Who they telling to get on the ground? I don't know what's going on out here. Y'all see all of this? Yeah, ain't that a lot, sister? They been out here deep all day. What's going on? They said no. I don't think so, because they telling them no, too. You might have to walk all the way out, sister. I don't know, fam. All I know is I've been sitting here. I ain't going McDonald's. The good, decent, upstanding people called corporate and was trying to had corporate to contact the police to try to have the police to ban me out of McDonald's just for helping y'all in the community. So you gotta ask our good, decent, upstanding people. I don't know. This is the day after they day.
Oh! Look at Renee serious.
Yeah, this way right here. This way right here.
Oh, this the president for somebody way up the food chain. Yeah, when they get this service, this gotta be Biden or somebody. A diplomat from another country. Because they don't do this for no council members or nothing. This got to be somebody way up the food chain. They done shut everything down so they could come through. Yeah, this somebody way up high. Damn, this might be the president himself. Is that you, Biden? Biden? I want to talk to you, fam. These people ain't right. Y'all ain't right, fam. Y'all ain't right. Oh, yeah, you way up there. That's right, Mr. Biden. They ain't right, sir. Y'all all our officials, huh? Is anybody right amongst y'all? That'd be nice to have a real good, decent, upstanding person, God-fearing. Lord knows we need one. We appreciate it. Kind of difficult with our good, decent, upstanding, God-fearing people, the ones committing crimes. That backwards. We's in real trouble here. We gotta get one of the, our officials, they don't be playing. It'd be nice if we could really get a real good, decent, upstanding one of y'all. That'd be so nice. I ain't gonna waste our time with that. So, because I do have it where I can show you where, and that's not really important. I can just give you each document by date. I'll attach a link so that the documents that you weren't able to see, because it should have been attached. I don't know what happened there. Or did I put it somewhere? No. No, it's actually removed. I don't know. But anyways, family, they decided they're going to relocate us to the District of Columbia and deny us Chase Auto Repo. So you can see these things was happening back to back. You can see how long we was in the domestic violence. Me going to different agencies, reaching out to DHS, filing nothing. Nothing.
Let's be real.
We're just denied. And they're saying the reason why they're denying us is because our stuff is set up in Virginia when it's not. It's here in D.C. That's our case number and all of that. So the entire time we're denied while we're out here. You see, this is when we slept in the homeless at MPD District 1. And we got emergency shelter the next day. And then on January 12th of 2018, we become eligible for family services. We become eligible for homeless services. And on January 25th of 2018, Prince William County VA SSA, Miss Wright, decides she's going to release my son's Social Security benefits. Now, when I told you the decrease, it's actually $656. It's not $675. It's less than that. And this went on for 2 years, including taking an entire payment for, again, for $999. Is that what they said I owed? So she's releasing. I have to fill out the form to be my son's payee for his benefits from Prince William County, which they were holding to keep us financially under. After we complete the form on the 25th, 6 days later, there's a new case open with DC Social Security Administration for my son, and they need more information. And then 7 days later, a week later, they received some other information, and it wasn't enough. And then May the 8th, he wasn't eligible after already being eligible. So that's the Social Security Administration assisting. So on the 27th of January 2018, now it's education neglect for my son. DCDHS, I'm involved. I go and link up with Washington Legal Clinic. This is from my Bread for the City appointment in November 21st of 2017. I go before the DC Council 3/13 of 2018. I stay connected working with different agencies while we're being denied benefits and medical insurance, which I'm fighting for my son. Connected with them. The hearing is 3/15/2018, but when I go before the council members, a year later to this date is the date that they will put my son into permanent custody. 3/13 will be the date that they remove him. Exactly in 1 year. So Safe Shore 4/5/2018, Safe Shore DC and General Hospital for the sexual evaluation of my son. 4/7/2018, shelter residents Jasmine Smith and William Henderson. 5/8/2018, shelter residents targeting mother. And the SSA administration denied my son benefits while we're denied financial benefits and SNAP benefits. From July 26th of 2018 to 10/8 of 2018, I was being prepped for surgery due to scar tissue from a previous surgery. So I was sick. This is the Office of Human Rights reaching out. They assist Chase Auto Finance because Chase Auto Finance assists them in repossessing a car, so they cover that up. Oh, they've done a ton of crimes. So 10/13/2018, they redo another education neglect using the residents Jasmine Smith and William Henderson on 10/12 of 2018. William Henderson gets arrested. Facebook actually deleted the video of him giving a full-out fact of case that about DHS and TCP and how they were helping and targeting me and trying to kill me and all of that, yada yada yada. So he gets arrested for threatening to try to kill me based on using the 2002 case for my daughter Shania. 10/31/2018, they used the security to attack. 11/17/2018, we go DC Council. This is when they take my son's book back. They seen his work and seen him working in their office. We actually started going to their office on November the 5th. By the 17th, because we were going every day, they took his book bag and work, thinking that when they did the education neglect, I wouldn't have work for him. That was sufficient, but the work I have is more than sufficient. 2/5/2019, they have Jasmine Smith to do a TPO, temporary protective order. Court with her, court with DHS, and then the removal of my son, and then the targeting me as a predator using the 2002 case that I showed you in the beginning. This goes from the people in Virginia, Fairfax News, to DC Advocate, George Tolman, with CFSA and DC, Jules Stroman and a shelter security person, I don't know, but she claims to know me, and she's created a whole background for me and my children. Now, what children she's talking about that she knew me with in the shelter that I was totally delusional with. I don't know. It was just me and my son. But she knew us and knew I was crazy and didn't know that. So these are the types of things that happen based on our real street gang shit. So, and that is what's been going on. So this was just a little slide thing to walk you through. I'll definitely share this link with you. This is the video of my son.
Suge, what did you think about the video about the man dancing?
Listen, that this guy is crazy. You know, you like, why you have to act like a good, like, what you doing that for? Like this dancing like a good, like weird up like
But in
this.
2002, they have 2022 this year.
I'm not
dressing.
just funny, but right now,
He wants to be
I'm
a
serious.
girl based on DCFS.
And when that's mad, you coming out, you be in hospital being dead.